Grand rising, grand afternoon. I don't know when I'll post this video, but welcome back to Vegan Vision. It's your girl Ness. I am back. It has seemed like it's been forever since I created a video. So much has happened, obviously, just in the whole world, not just with me personally. And I figure this is the perfect time for me to go ahead and kind of give a roll-up video. So many things have changed. I'm excited to see what this summer is going to entail for me and everything that I'm trying to do. Let me see. This is also going to be an attempted mukbang. I just made this breakfast burrito. This is actually my second time. I hope my dog don't keep dog barking. I don't know how this mukbang is gonna go. I love eating and I enjoy talking. I don't know if I can do it too, so bear with me. I might have to do a lot of cuts. And just like this, it's too good. I don't want to talk. I might have to close my door. My back door is open. Try to get some fresh air in. Anyway, first let's talk about this burrito. This little breakfast burrito that I made. It has potatoes, jalapenos, peppers, kale, and I just tossed it all in burrito. It is definitely A1. I made it on Tuesday. Same thing, but I added a just egg in there just to kind of make it like a breakfast taco. Even when I was too lazy to do the egg today, but it is definitely delicious. I don't think I've made a video since I relocated. In January, I uprooted and relocated to a different part of Texas so that I can work on myself, work with my family, and build my business. A lot of things have happened since then. Obviously, with this whole Corona thing, I was so excited and so set and so ready to start having like little showcases or pop-ups or work at the marketplace here in the city, but with everything going on, totally missed that in the spring. So that was definitely a downer, a disappointment, but I don't think. I am definitely taking this situation and making it the best for me. This quiet time or whatever has definitely pushed me to dig deeper into like my projects, my mission for my business, my goals and stuff like that. And it has helped me kind of revamp my vision on how I want to move forward. Definitely in a way that will take into consideration the way the world is right now, considering we don't know how long it will be. I know there's some areas of Texas that is opening up. But in my city, our mayor was like, no sir, no ma'am. Stay your ass at home. So, I've actually been working on, I've actually been working on updating my website. This is not a sponsored video, but previously I was using Wix for my website, and I was using We Buy Black as an e-commerce. I stopped using We Buy Black probably months ago. I think that's before I moved, probably the end of last year, because I just made more sales at marketplaces and stuff like that versus my e-commerce. I think I had made one sale. Granted, it probably could fall back. It does fall back in my lap. If I would have marketed it, that could have changed, but now I'm converting to Squarespace so that I can have my e-commerce and my website all in one kind of package. It really did bother me to be paying two different areas, and that, I don't know, that's probably why I didn't move forward with that. But anyway, Squarespace is something that's totally new to me. I'm usually very quick and savvy when it comes to learning the program and stuff like that. I'm slowly starting to understand it, but it's still a learning process at the same time of me building my website. So very, very excited about that. I've actually been working very diligently. My plan is to have it up and running before the beginning of May, which I want to say May 1st is this Saturday. Still can reach that goal, but it seemed like every time I work at it, I just self-critique so hard. I'm like, oh, I don't want that. I don't like that. I'm changing things up. And I know that will constantly happen when you're building a website anyway, but I have to think outside of myself so that I'm not just spending weeks on just recreating a website versus actually publishing it. So that's my challenge I'm facing right now. That's real good. My mother used to tell me I would store food in my cheeks when I was younger. I was like, Mom, did you not feed me enough? Why would I save food? She was like, girl, it'll be like hours after you've eaten. And I see you over there chewing. Granted, anytime, if you have kids, work with kids, or know anything about kids, if they're chewing on something and you didn't give them food, that's the number one sign that you need to go check and see what's going on. Because that means they probably didn't grab something off the floor or something, or have something in their mouth that they're not supposed to be eating. So she said she would check and see, and she'll, dig in my mouth, girl, it'll be food. I'm like, Mom, I don't know, I really love food. Maybe I was just trying to save it for later. Could you have cooked that well? And I'm like, this is it? Let me save a little something for later. I don't know, something silly. But speaking of loving for food, this quarantine has definitely pushed me more into the kitchen. Man. Pause. If you don't already, I have a foodie, I guess you could call it a foodie page that's outside of my business page, or different than my business page. It's called Diary of a Black Vegan, and I just strictly post all the food or any food related type of post. I am definitely loving being in the kitchen. I have pushed my creativity. I'm trying different recipes. I mean, yesterday I made a jackfruit steak with like mushroom stroganoff. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Basically, I made some mushroom stroganoff, put it on top of jackfruit steak, and the rest of the sauce, I kind of tossed it in some pasta. Let me tell you, it was delicious. But I don't know, it's just very motivational. A lot of people have been inquiring, like, are you thinking about a cookbook? I do have some original recipes, and I have been contemplating that. But the fact that people have been asking me, it just seemed so right and so on time. So that is something I am considering. That's something I'm considering. What else? So my love for cooking. I don't know. I've revamped my, I guess you could say, business plan or business perspective, goals or mission. For those that do know me personally, know that my previous career, I worked in education. I love teaching. I love having an understanding of someone and their ways, or how they grasp an aspect or grasp a concept in order to communicate that effectively so that they can learn. So with so many people in my vegan experience, my journey, I've been vegan for only 2 years, but I already and constantly have people coming to me either asking me pointers, tips, suggestions. I did have my first consultation a few weeks back, and I was able to, just kind of pinpoint different things in their diet, what they can change, and encourage them to try different avenues and stuff like that. Within that first week, we did a follow-up call. The individual lost 6 pounds, and that was so motivating and so exciting just to see their happiness behind it, see their excitement and their appreciation for me just helping. And it seemed like, I don't want to say little to no effort, but I was just like, wow, it was just very motivational. And I was like, you know what? I really want to be a transitional teacher. I want to be that person that can help you get over that hump. I don't care if it's me just convincing you, me trying to show you the evidence, me encouraging to use different type of foods to sub out to where you normally would have meat. But whatever it is, I definitely am self-proclaiming myself to be that transitional teacher. I want to be that helpful, understanding person that will get you over that hump if that's what you're really interested. I understand not everyone's going to go 0 from 100 like myself. One day it was 1/1/2018. I said, this is it. I just am no longer going to eat any type of meat or animal byproducts. And since then, I've been loving it to the T. It has definitely been a learning experience. But at this point, with the interest of everyone kind of inquiring with me or just asking stuff, it's definitely motivated me to push to learn more as well. It's one thing to live a vegan life, and I have my own, methods and ways of cooking and eating habits, so on and so forth, that work for me. But in order to encourage or to cheat someone else to do so, I want to learn more knowledge so that I can be more knowledgeable of other suggestions and other things. I just don't want to be stuck in my own mindset or method on doing things. But I feel like if I have more of a nutritional background and education with that, then I can definitely open my mind to, oh, my burrito's getting cold, open my mind to helping others in different avenues. Yeah, this is really good. I heard talking my mouth full. This is so good. So with that, I've actually been looking online. Granted, all the information you need, I truly feel like you could probably gain a college degree with all the information that is online for free. So I have been looking at free nutritional courses and stuff like that. Of course, I see other ones that I can't pay for. And when I get to that point, or if I feel I need to get to that point, I will definitely move forward with that. But I'm just like, okay, well, let's start forward and show your dedication with these free classes and reading up on those and just sharing your education from there, or even relying on different books that I can find, whether they're ebooks or whenever the library is open and stuff like that. So there are so many avenues. I just don't feel like I need to drop a couple grand just to just to gain that information. I went to college. I graduated university. I have a certificate. It's in the storage somewhere, $1,000 worth of that certificate. But I don't know, it just feels like with the society we're in today, there are people that have degrees that are higher than mine that unfortunately don't have a job right now. So I feel like that paper doesn't really stand for too much. You just have to have that knowledge behind it that will support what you're trying to do. So very, very excited about that. I'm gonna start diving into, I have plenty of books that I have been cracking open and reading from front to back. And like I said, between that and the websites that I do have, the website courses that I have found, I'm definitely excited to move forward with that so that I can share with others. The more knowledge I have, the more knowledge I can share with others. And that is my whole purpose of everything. I've always wanted to help others. When I did go to university, it never fails. Like, every bite is just as delicious as the last. And that's crazy. I know it sounds crazy, like you're eating the same thing, why was the bite change? But I don't know. It's like a reminder, like, oh, still tastes good. Okay, I might be doing too much, but still, that's how I feel. What was I saying? I don't know. That's just my goal. That's my goal and my mission, is to always be helping others, especially when it comes to what they decide to fuel their body with. A lot of people don't think about that. A lot of people have these luxury cars that they won't get nothing lower than, premium gas and stuff like that, because their vessel is important to them. They customize it. They put the extra pipes. They make it sound good. They keep it washed. They keep it clean. But when it comes to the vessel that you will be in from the beginning to the end of your life, a lot of people don't consider what type of fuel that they put into it. You sitting here eating unleaded, processed, flesh and animal and stuff like that. That's not, it's getting you from point A to point B from sun up to sundown. But is that the best thing that is for your body? And that's what a lot of people don't understand. I know about cars, but I know that simple understanding of maintaining it or maintenance behind it in order to keep it up. Trust me, I've been through enough cars to know so. Thinking that I am doing good. Oh, I got the oil change. I got maybe some fluid flush here and there, but there's always something going on. Yes, you might feel good waking up and down. Yes, you might feel good waking up and, ending your day, but what are you filling yourself with? It might not affect you now, but 5 years down the line or 10 years down the line, hell, 5 weeks down the line, it could affect you. You could be sitting there looking like, well, I eat good, I'm a healthy person, I work out, but that's not the end of the day. What are you putting in your body? Is it providing you nutrients? Is it fueling you? Is it helping you grow? A lot of people don't look at it. We are human beings. We are living beings. into for your whole life or for so long, you continue to fuel that living being with dead things, you don't think that has any effect on what type of life you're gonna live? I don't know. I've come to learn that. Like I said, when I made my transition, now it's a normalcy now. But when I made that transition, it was just so different as far as my moods, my habits, my everything. And I'm just like, I really didn't do anything but stop one thing. And a lot of people a lot of people don't want to hear it. They don't want to see it because first thing that everyone tells me, I can't, and I hate when they say it like this, I can't live without meat. And I want to tell them you can live probably longer without meat, without all these things. But you have to think, soon as you're able to nom on some food, table food, what's the first thing that you're given? Meat. We've all seen that video. Was it like a baby having bacon for the first time? To me, that is so alarming that baby went into, I'm not talking about a particular video. I don't want anybody to slam me or whatever. But that baby, they just look like an addict the way that they reacted so quickly. And okay, I get it. It's good. We've all seen baby videos where the baby tries something, lemon or whatever, and they're like, oh. But I don't know, just me looking at it from my eyes, my perspective, it just looked like that was the first time of someone having something that they're going to continuously be addicted to. Because trust me, all these adults that I talk to, I can't live without my meat. I can't live without that. I'm like, I know for sure you can live. I'm still living today. No, I don't know them personally, but I know plenty of vegans or even vegetarians, but those are two different lives. A lot of vegans are thriving and striving without having any animals in their diet. You have to look past that, but that's okay. I don't keep that rant on too long for this one, but once come holler at you guys, let you know. Even though I do a lot of radio silence, I promise I'm not giving up on my dream. I promise I'm still out here thinking how I can work hard and manifest this vision. Because with the way everything is going on, I've been seeing articles and posts out, there's a shortage of meat. Granted, I haven't been interested to read it because it has no correlation to me. But there is going to be a point in time where you guys can't rely on that meat anymore as a source. And I know I want to be here to encourage you to know all these options that are available. There are a lot of meat substitutes out there, and I honestly feel like that's a staple to a transition. I don't think any meat eater can go from 0 to 100. Like when I say 0 as in a meat eater and 100 as a raw vegan. Raw vegans don't eat any type of substitute meat. It's just straight veggies, and some of them are barely even cooked. So I know there is a middle point in between there, and that's where I feel like I come into place and I can build some type of an understanding for those that are eating meat to know that, hey, I still eat the same things. I eat my tacos, I eat my lasagnas, I eat my pastas, I eat my steaks and stuff like that. They don't look familiar to you, but I swear to you that they probably taste they probably taste even better than any type of flesh you can eat or serve up to me. I promise you. Because at the end of the day, you guys aren't really fans of meat eaters. I mean, if you're a fan of meat, you should be able to grab it out the fridge. You can't do that, especially if it's raw flesh. Okay, even if you grab it out the fridge, you're supposed to wash it, but I hear a lot of y'all don't wash it. Wash it and then just straight to the pan. No salt, no season, no nothing. Is that even appetizing to you? So I can't understand. You have to go through all that process. I go through the same process. I use a lot of seasoning and herb to mine, but that's what it is. That's what I do to create every meal to make it tasty and enjoyable. I mean, granted, you do it the same, but there's one thing that you include in yours, and unfortunately, that is the flesh of an animal. I hate to be so raw about that, but this is Artisan After Hours, and I want to come at y'all as raw as possible, but I'm just kicking it to you real. A lot of people have disconnected that. You can go to a grocery store now, granted, I don't know for how long, and grab a pound of breast or a pound of ground meat, take it to your home and do whatever you want to. Nobody thinks about how did that chicken get there. Nobody thinks about that it started off just grazing in the grass and then to be slaughtered, to be packaged, and all that weeks and I don't want to say months before it actually ends up in your grocery store. So it has to be slaughtered, ride through the truck, the 18-wheeler across the United States to be distributed all over these grocery stores, and then it actually sits in that grocery store for how long? I mean, it's just not for you. It's not good for you at the end of the day. But I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna get off my ranting and raving. I'm not trying to, put anybody down or anything. But I want to kick it to you guys real. There has been this wool that's been pulled over so many people's eyes, or this disconnection about what's really happening. And I just want to be that light. That's all I ask. I get it. Not everybody's going to fall. Not everybody's going to understand. And this might not be the time. I mean, granted, if I would have been on this journey, while I was in college or years ago, I might have been the same individual, like, whatever, da da da. Because I did have one vegetarian friend. And she would tell me about like soy burgers and stuff like that. I tried it, but I was like, just not interested. I just like my meat better. So to me, be the full complete vegan, and not to throw shade or anything like that. And she's actually no longer a vegetarian. It's just crazy how the world works. So anywho, I appreciate you guys hanging with me. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. I promise I'm going to be coming back at you guys more often. I'm going to start vlogging. Is that when I kind of like take you guys around? Granted, I'm not going anywhere with this quarantine. If I do go out, I go to the grocery store and come back. That's about it. Anybody got time to be vlogging that? I don't want to vlog that, but I'm definitely going to promise to be more interactive with you guys, because there have been so many people that I have met, and they're trying to follow me with this journey. Again, I don't want y'all to think I just faded to black. I still got burrito left. I don't want y'all to think I just faded to black. I'm still here. I'm still here. Still working hard. Still thinking about I'm still thinking about food. It's so crazy how often I think about food. I don't know if that's because I just love cooking so much. I'm just always ready to make that next meal. And no matter what size I will be, I will always love a good meal. Especially when it's vegan. Set it off, guys. I'm gonna watch this. I'll see y'all later.